3 weeks ago, one of America's most destructive traitors died in federal prison. You probably didn't hear about it. Aldrich Ames spent 30 years behind bars for selling secrets that got at least 10 CIA agents executed. But here's what nobody tells you. He did it for the most pathetic reason imaginable. And the CIA ignored every single warning sign. April 16th, 1985, CIA headquarters, Langley, Virginia. A mid-level CIA officer named Aldrich Ames walks into the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C. He's sweating. He's desperate. And he's about to commit the worst betrayal in American intelligence history. But this wasn't some master criminal or ideological zealot. This was an alcoholic bureaucrat with credit card debt. And he was about to sell out every American spy in the Soviet Union for $50,000. Aldrich Ames should never have been a spy. His CIA career was mediocre at best. Poor performance reviews, drinking problems, failed assignments. But he had one advantage. His father was CIA, so they kept promoting him anyway. By 1985, he was deep in debt, going through a divorce, and dating a Colombian woman who loved expensive things. He needed money, so he looked at what he had access to. The identities of every Soviet citizen secretly working for the United States. And he decided to sell them. Not for ideology, not for politics, for a Jaguar and a $500,000 house. Here's what Ames did. He walked into the Soviet embassy with a shopping bag. Inside, the names of every CIA asset in Russia. 10 people who trusted America to protect them. The Soviets couldn't believe their luck. They paid Ames $50,000 immediately and promised more. Within months, those 10 people started disappearing. Some were arrested in the middle of the night. Some were executed by firing squad. Some just vanished. The CIA knew something was catastrophically wrong, but they couldn't figure out what. And Ames, he kept selling. For 9 years, he handed over more than 100 operations. He compromised thousands of secrets. He made $4.6 million. And the entire time, he lived in a mansion in Arlington, drove a Jaguar, paid for everything in cash, and nobody at the CIA questioned it. His salary was $60,000 a year. And here's the part that should terrify you. The CIA knew. In 1989, a colleague reported Ames for unexplained wealth. The CIA did nothing. In 1991, the FBI started investigating the mole who was killing American agents. They had a list of suspects. Ames was on it. They didn't seriously investigate him until 1993. By then, he'd been selling secrets for 8 years. The FBI finally searched his trash and found classified documents. They tapped his phone and heard him talking to his Russian handler. They watched him make dead drops in parks. And still, it took them another year to arrest him. Why? Because he was one of them, a CIA officer. They couldn't believe someone that mediocre could be that dangerous. February 21st, 1994, FBI. Agents arrested Aldrich Ames outside his home. He confessed immediately, didn't even try to deny it. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. And the damage? Incalculable. Aldrich Ames died in prison 3 weeks ago. Most people didn't notice, but the agents he betrayed, they never got to grow old. They were executed in Soviet prisons while Ames bought sports cars. If this story shocked you, hit subscribe. I cover the darkest moments in intelligence history every week. Drop a comment. What's the worst betrayal in history? Thanks for watching.